Do do do. Alright. Says I'm live. Doggone it. I don't believe we're getting any videos. Okay. Let's see. I can't even get it to show up on my tablet here. Maybe if I go to videos. Nobody's watching, so I don't feel bad yet. What the heck? Why is this not showing up yet? Can I refresh the page? Anyway, no, looks like there's no video anyway, so that's fun. Actually, before anybody actually starts watching, let's fix that. Says the stream is resumed. Hey, I see video. Still do not see it on my tablet though. But it appears it could be laggy. But anyway, what's going on? This is not working. Anyway, it says that I'm live. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Alright, let me change my frame rate. Dang it. Another night of this. Showing video, so that's cool. Says we're going. Says we're going, doggy. That looks much better. Still says it's output low. What, buddy? What? It says it's going. Oh. Did have video, and now it doesn't. Jeez, oh man. What a pain in the boot. That. Stream is resumed. I keep waking you up every time I resume the stream, man. Okay. Seems to be a lot of delay, but it seems to be running pretty smooth-ish, according to that one. Could check the old tablet. It seems like it's working actually pretty decent right now. Anyway, live here with the pit bull. She's doing her favorite thing, sleeping, curled up in a little ball. Hey, what's going on, Triple B? Alright, I don't know if that's working, but it appears to be working on my screen just fine, so I think that's pretty cool. Um, Before I hopped on again, just like yesterday, I didn't have anything really to talk about, so I asked Dave. Dave has, well, now it's grown at home in WV. I asked him just before I started doing this video, and I said, "What should I talk about? Like, I don't have anything to talk about. You got anything that you would want to hear me talk about?" And he said aquaponics and like do-it-yourself systems and stuff like that. So go with that. Um, oh, I'm doing fine. Just Sunday night, hanging out with the pit bull, talking live. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Where do we start with do-it-yourself systems? I guess anything can be used as a makeshift aquaponics grow system. Pretty much, it just has to hold water. That's like the most important part, and then you just need a big one for a fish tank, a smaller one for a grow bed, and then some kind of media to grow in, like so, you can go hydroton or hydroton or however you pronounce it. The little clay pellets, you can do that. You can just do what I did. I went cheap. I went to my local hardware store and they had pea gravel, so I grabbed that. And the whole debate is on: is it bad for the pH? Does it mess with the pH? Does it bounce it? Does it? I believe the argument is it takes it high, like up to 8. I haven't encountered that yet. Mine's usually like 6.5, something like that. So I'm not sure if that's hurting it or not. But yeah, I guess the hardest part would be getting into the bell siphon, and well, not really. Bell siphons are really, really easy in my opinion. I've never had one that didn't work. And mainly because on my water input into the grow bed, I always flutter the valve. I always put a valve on it and then I flutter the valve so I can monitor how much water is going in and out. That's probably why I have such good luck with making those things drain every single time. But how much land do I have and are the ponds part of it? Yeah, well, they're really just swamps. But yeah, they're part of it. I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swamps on the property. It's only an acre and a half, or no, 6. Yes, I guess 6 swamps because there's the big one in the back that I usually don't go to. But yeah, it's not very big, but for the area, most people have like quarter acre or a third of an acre. So this is like one of the biggest properties around. But no, I'm not going to get into this stuff yet. All right, let's see. What else do I have on? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, my favorite thing for making a grow bed for aquaponics would have to be the concrete mixing tray that you can get at your local hardware store. Those things are great, man. They come in 2 different sizes. They come in like a smaller size and then they come in a bigger size, and they are perfect. They're pretty thick because they're made for mixing concrete, and they make awesome grow beds. Um, and yeah, I mean they're really thick. I just when I put in my standpipe, I just drill a 3/4 inch hole into it, and then I take a what the heck was I using? 1 inch, yeah, I believe 1 inch pipe, and I take a male and I just thread it with Teflon tape, and then just screw it right into the container on the underside. Put a female, and then put my drain coming out. That's it. Put the standpipe as high as I want the water level in the bed. and then put my bell siphon right over top, and that's pretty much it on that. And it's you know, starts going from there. Yep. See, Triple B says you use pea gravel and 6.8. So sweet. I just had somebody asking me if like why my pH, or that it will throw my pH way off the chart and everything, and I had to comment back like I've been doing it for what, since 2013. Yeah, 2013. And so what is that, like 4 years now, my fourth year, my fifth year. And yeah, no, it hasn't messed with my pH at all. Could I cultivate the swamp? um I guess, I don't know. I know I'm not allowed to fill it in with any kind of material unless it's organic material, like trees and such, which I guess would just make more dirt and, you know, get swallowed up by the swamp or whatever. But I can't throw like, you know, concrete or whatever in there. But yeah, I guess I could cultivate the swamp. I don't know, what would I grow? Like rice? That would be fun. Like they do over there in Vietnam. There's probably too much algae in the water to, I don't know, maybe if you started way before the algae came in, that would probably work. But, alright, let's see what else. Man, I just got so much info on aquaponics. I'm no expert whatsoever. There are way better people out there. Heck, Rob Bob, that guy's great, and Murray Hallam, and, well, anybody besides me. But have been doing it for a while. Uh, I found out about it, I don't know. I was just on YouTube in one of those YouTube holes where all of a sudden I was into aquaponics and stuff, and I thought, man, that is so cool. And the next day I had a running aquaponic garden. So it was just small, simple plumbing, just plumb pump into the beds, shut off valves on each one, and then overflow that went back to the fish tank so that I could monitor how much pressure was in the lines and keep it even, and then put the drains on there, and that was it. It was running. Actually took me longer to get plants and fish than it did to get the aquaponics running. Um, yeah, there's not really any fish. I mean, there's probably some fish or something that I don't see, but for the most part, there's not really any fish that's growing in there. But there are frogs and stuff, and they do their business in the water, so that could work. But well, I see this all the time where people get into it, and like if you notice, my systems are kind of small. I keep them that way, and every expert I've ever heard says to do that. Like when you get too big and you're talking, I think most people agree. I don't know, like 200 to 400 gallons for a fish tank is like sufficient, because you need about that much in grow room. So um, I don't know. I always hear the argument like I'll turn a pool into an aquaponics grow area and throw all the fish in the pool and stuff. It's not that easy. Like you have to have all of that water go through all of the beds. So you need like practically as so if you got like a 20,000 gallon swimming pool, you need like 20,000 gallons of fish or growing bed to filter all of that water. And that can be done, but that's a big undertaking right there, and that's definitely above my pay grade. Oh, that's pretty cool. Found it, and that's how he keeps his pond clear and clean. That's a great idea. Yeah, I guess if that's your goal too, it doesn't really matter what you're growing either. Just let anything grow. That'd be pretty cool. No, I haven't thought about doing that, but could. The only problem is when we get a good hot spell here, most of the swamps go dry. So the big one in the back and the big one on the other side of the hill, those two usually don't go dry, but where I'm closest to them, that area goes dry. So I would have to go to the deeper spot on the far side, and that involves going through a bunch of tick infested stuff. So I get bit enough by ticks just walking, to my truck and back and stuff. Dang, 4,500 gallons an hour. Ish. That's a lot of water. That's pretty cool. That's like, yeah. What the heck kind of pump are you using? You using a pool pump? Like a 2.5, 2 horse? Or that's gotta be some, what kind of pipe are you using? You have like 3 and 4 inch pipe? Jeez, oh man. That's, that's a lot. 4,500 gallons an hour. What is it? A pool needs to cycle twice a day. So like 20,000 gallons, that's 40,000 in a day. And that's divided by 24 hours. You got 4,500 gallons ish an hour. That's a lot of water. But if you got the grow beds, that would work great. What's up, Paul McGuire? Just hanging out over here, talking about aquaponics and do-it-yourself. I don't want to call them kits, but making aquaponics. And what I was saying was, all you gotta do is have yourself a fish tank of some size, and usually the bigger, not the better, but nice. And Triple B's been, if you want to look back in the comments, talking about his pond that he keeps clean, 4,500 gallons an hour-ish. It's using aquaponics, right, man? But that's pretty cool. But yeah, I've got a few aquaponic gardens out there, and yeah, got some stuff growing in there. I've had just about everything growing in there, really. Had watermelon or cantaloupe the one year. And trying with the watermelons, I haven't got that, because it's made of water. I want to get watermelons into it. That only makes sense, right? But let's see, Malabar spinach. That's one of my favorites to grow. Vining spinach that'll grow all the way to the top of the greenhouse and then back down again. Nice. Paul is interested, but he lives in an apartment. You can still make that happen. I've got an indoor grow room. I've been meaning to make a indoor aquaponic system. I had one in the garage for a while. I was saying the concrete mixing. Oh man, what are they called? Not totes, but the concrete mixing trays that they sell at your local box store. They make this small one. It's only like this big by about this big. I'm not sure exactly how big that is. I think it's like like 2.5 feet by 1.5 feet or something. You fill that up with pea gravel, um, throw your bell siphon in there, and just the one I put in the garage, it was just a small concrete mixing tray, and it went above a 20-gallon aquarium, and I had that going for a while. I guess my videos are up there from a while back. It's been a couple years since I actually used them. I was using that fish tank as my monitoring fish tank for all my new fish that I got, because I got fish, and then A bunch of them, I threw them in. Dave's here. And I threw them into the fish tank, and all my fish got ick. So, and it killed off all of my fish. That happened a bunch of times. But so I was using the indoor one as my holding room, and then I had a 4 foot fluorescent tube, fluorescent shop light right above it, and that was my light. So if you just wanted to do that in an apartment, you could do that. But no water beds, no fish tanks. That sucks. If you were allowed anything like that on a balcony, that might work, but doesn't sound like it. Darn. That's like you could gorilla do that, like gorilla grow. Just you could you could go get a put it in your closet and same setup, but you could go and get a water heater. What do they call it? An overflow pan or whatever, and they're like this thick or this tall, I mean. And you could set everything inside that, so if anything went wrong, that would catch a bunch of the water. But I don't know. I mean, that would work, and especially because they're pretty big around. And if you have like a 10-gallon aquarium, you only need to catch 10 gallons of water if everything goes wrong. But I don't know. Rules are rules. You shouldn't disobey the rules, so I shouldn't. I'm not gonna say that you should, but that's an idea. When rules are stupid, I kind of feel like they should be broken sometimes. But yeah, and then oh, well, that's kind of cool if you're on the ground floor. If anything goes wrong, you don't have neighbors downstairs that have a bunch of stuff destroyed by you. And I don't know, if you have concrete under your floor, then the worst you're going to do is mess up your floor. If it's carpet or whatever, you can get a carpet cleaner and clean that stuff up. Just saying what I would do if I was in that kind of situation, but not saying you should do it, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess most of the apartments I was in, they had like concrete type basements. It's like, wood flooring or carpet or whatever over top of it with the padding and stuff. Yeah, and if you plan on doing some growing, do some just double cups. Those ones, by the time you put the cup in there and the soil soaks up the water, even if you tip it over, you might get a little dirt on the floor, but you're not going to get water everywhere. So shouldn't be able to say anything about that. Get a shop light, one of the best cheap. Well, LEDs are coming down very quick, but shop lights are awesome. Just 4 foot shop light, dual light, dual 4 foot. Get two of them, put them side by side. You can get what 4 foot by 3 foot of grow area for a while till everything gets big. Yes, rules were well, some rules were meant to be broken, especially dumb rules. If the termites die, the building will collapse. That's a good one. Um, do I do rants? I guess. I don't know. Sometimes. Dave, do I do rants? I get an interesting answer. But yeah, but another great thing for a fish tank is just make yourself a plywood box and then put a 2x4 around the top of it, you know, on each corner, locking it all in around the bottom of it, put a pond liner in there, and fill that sucker up. That's what I've had for, I don't know, 3 years now. And speaking of termites, it's sitting right on the ground where there's a lot of termites out there, and it hasn't broken yet. Yet. But I also did, I put plastic on the bottom of it. It's a sheet of plywood for the whole bottom of it, and I put plastic all the way around and up the sides of it. So I guess to discourage some termites from getting in there, but who knows, they could be in there. They're everywhere else, why not in there? Trees are falling left and right. Had one fall earlier today. I was just sitting here watching a YouTube video, and all of a sudden I could hear a whole it was a big tree too, and it fell. I haven't found it yet, but there's a lot of trees back there. Watching the video is hilarious because yours has to be lagging, because mine is totally lagging, like a lot. Well, lagging is in like it's behind, not lagging. That's funny. Oh man. Yeah, me neither. Oh man. Yeah, it was a fun night. Um, yeah. What else did I have over here? Yeah, on the on the YouTube front, I found that one of my videos got demonetized by YouTube for not being advertiser friendly. So I had to go ahead and fight that one. Of course, I won because come on, man, I'm advertiser friendly over here. But yeah, so I won that one. But now I had to go through and look at all my videos. I didn't know how many freaking videos I have. I got a lot of videos, and that was the only one. So it's like 675 videos I had to go through, but oh, and YouTube like apologized or whatever and said they reviewed my video, apparently personally, and said that I was advertiser friendly. So, I don't know. Same time, kind of want to be that bad boy, but just not doing it. Yeah, and water, yeah. He says the building was built 45 years ago by the lowest bidders, so the weight is a concern. The good thing is you're on the ground, like on the bottom, so that's cool. I mean, you don't have to worry that much about weight, but water does weigh a lot. So if you were going to put that on a balcony or anything like that, if you ever get the option, that's something to look into because it's what 7.49, no, is that 8.5 pounds a gallon? Or is that milk? I can't remember. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's like 6 to 8 pounds, whatever it is. I think it's 8.5. Um, is it 7.48 cubic feet per or oh man, now I forget my measurements. Man, it's like school all over again. I'm choking again. The heck is it? 7.48 cubic, or wait, 7. No, I guess it's 7.48 gallons in a cubic foot. That doesn't make sense. A foot by a foot, or no, cubic foot. It'd be 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. They released any info on what's not allowed anymore on YouTube? I'm pretty sure most stuff you're still okay with. Like if you swear, they might flag you and say you're not advertiser friendly. Um, if you discuss like off topics or whatever. I know I was just reading earlier today that YouTube was having a problem. Apparently, they did their, I guess, like flag or not advertiser friendly videos, and apparently like a lot of the LGBT community got flagged. So there was a big controversy with that, and apparently they just fixed that all up yesterday or something like that. um but talk about a group you don't want to get mad. Jeez, oh man. Like, um let's see what else. What am I missing over here? um if the ground floor is framed, not concrete, and if it's not framed very good, yeah, but just don't go very big. If you were to do that, like keep it like a 10-gallon tank or something like that. Yeah. Like Triple B says, everything not pre-approved by them. But that's pretty much the whole thing, really. I mean, if you're gonna offend somebody, then someone's gonna flag it. But but again, that sounds like a stupid rule. There's stupid rules. Sometimes you got to break them just to prove a point. Look at this. My voice is so great. Completely knocked out the dog. She's full on snore and everything. But yeah, that was my only demonetized video. What else was I? But yeah, back to the info on what's not allowed. No, everything's still allowed apparently, but they'll just demonetize you. And on that aspect, the demonetize what's not allowed. It's pretty much like any reference to drugs, or I guess any reference to drugs making them look good. So I don't know what their definition of drugs. I don't know if they're talking about alcohol in there, or if they're. I mean, cigarettes are a drug. I mean, are we not supposed to talk about that one? They say drugs, so I'm sure they don't mean Prozac and Xanax and stuff like that. So apparently they just mean like the heroin, the cocaine, the weed, you know, what else? I mean, I would throw in the Oxycontins there, but can't say that. I mean, that's pharmaceutical. It's a prescription drug. People are just abusing it. Free speech is nice. It's what we used to have here in America. Once upon a time. But let me see. Yeah. Oh wait, I just keep like getting all sidetracked. Yeah. So like, I guess promoting drugs was one. Pretty much anything that has to do with a crime, obviously, that would be one. I can't remember what the other ones were. Probably should have googled that. Landlord likes to micromanage everything, so we'll have to call and get permission to flush the toilet. I can see that. That would suck. Oh, but that would save so much water. Free speech is quickly disappearing. But they're also, I don't know, it's also kind of like a pendulum. It's kind of like it was swinging one way for so long that, I don't know, maybe, hopefully, pendulum's starting to swing back the other way again. Possibly. Yeah, this one's, yeah, I'm not sure how good the video is, but this one seems to be working a lot better. I had to change all my numbers around where the capture, I had to change it to 1080p and then the scaling to 1080p and then downsize it to 720. And apparently my bitrate was way out of whack too. Apparently they want you around 2000. And what is it? The highest you should go is 2500 to 3000, something like that. So in case anybody's wondering. That was part of the big holdup between yesterday and today. Also, that I'm using Linux, so which I love, but you go on there and it's like, are you using an Apple? Are you using a Windows? Because we have these 32 options for a streaming service. Oh, are you using Linux? Here's this one. So this is the only one that they said worked, and it does. Apparently, it didn't work a while ago when I tried it. I just found that video just a little bit ago and tried to make it live, but apparently nothing was streamed, so it never went live. So, yep, Dave the pup is asleep. It's my hypnotic voice. Just knocks her right out. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Hopefully I can work on that a little bit. It's the first time the video's actually been working half decent, I guess. So last night, holy heck, there was a lot of problems there. And let's see, I had some YouTube stuff written down over here. Besides the demonetized videos, the unfollow thing. If you don't know about that, YouTube will randomly unfollow you from people from time to time. So if you like someone and they make videos, you know, hey, like me over here, or whatever, or anybody else too, by the way, like if you like this other guy or whatever, like, and he stops making videos all of a sudden, double check with his channel, because usually that means YouTube unsubscribed you from them. I've been dealing with it as a YouTube user, and like there's a bunch of people, I was like, man, I can't believe they stopped making videos. And then after, I don't know, the 50th time that's happened to me, like that's when every time I think that about anybody, I'm like, what's their name again? And I look them back up, because usually that means YouTube unsubscribed you from them. Oh, thanks for hanging out, Triple B. 2:30 in the morning, man, that's dedication. Appreciate that. Have a great one. Oh, sweet. Yeah, it kind of looks a little jerky over here too, the video that is, but glad that the sound is good. It's my awesome microphone that I've got here, which looks like a high dollar setup. The entire thing, I mean, it was not expensive at all. The stand was $10. The microphone was $20. I looked into like replacing my standard crappy microphone. It was like $18 or $20. And then I looked into this, and it was $18 or $20, and it's a condenser mic, USB. So I bought that, and then it had the I don't know what you call this, the spit guard or whatever right here, and it's actually like for your peas. It supposedly doesn't make your peas pop, and that's why the singers use them and stuff like that. And that was like $3, and then the stand was like $10. So I think it didn't cost very much at all. And then the headphones, they look awesome because they're DJ headphones. Yeah, I don't know what DJ uses them, but they're like 15 bucks. Um, I'm not sure, Dave. Um, I don't know. I'd try them both. Um, Laptop might work better if it's newer, but if your phone's newer, maybe your phone would work better. I don't know. That's a good video idea right there. Make a whole series around that. What about my wife's phone? What about my neighbor's laptop? What about me on my phone on my neighbor's Wi-Fi? Might make an interesting series. I don't know, the live feed on the phone, I can't do that yet. So I'm still a few subscribers off until I hit that status. So I've been looking around on my phone and updating it and all that stuff to see if it will pop up for some reason, but it doesn't pop up on my phone. It'll allow me to record a YouTube video, but it doesn't allow me to make it live. So thank you, Paul. Try to keep it all, well, doing something anyway. I thought about that for tonight. I was like, maybe I should like rekey a lock or something live on air, but figured, nah, I already did a video about that. And then I thought, nah, maybe I'll talk about electricity, but and then Dave suggested talking about aquaponics, which I guess I did for a little bit. See, the other fun stuff. The lava rock. Ugh. I found a bunch of people. I'm on vid.me. It's another video site, and RevtosTV over there too. And I came across someone, I can't remember who it was, who was growing aquaponics in lava rock. And I messaged them. I don't think I ever got a message back from them. But I was asking, like, hey, have you ever had any problems? Have you had any problems with algae? Because these were all things I had. They were the lava rock, they're too big. Like, the pea gravel's perfect because it's tiny. The lava rock is big and porous. Well, the porous part is great, but they're big, and you can't, like, get them level without having big indentations, and the sunlight gets in, and then you get algae forming inside the rocks. And I mean, heck, mine doesn't have that, and it's got algae growing in it. But I had it real bad with the lava rock, so I had to like call it quits with that quite a while ago and pull all of the lava rock out of the one bed, leave it all the way at the bottom, and then fill the entire thing with pea gravel. So that was one mistake I made. I even have a video. It's not really viral, like, but it was undoing an error, and it's got, I don't know, a few thousand views. The other video site is vid.me. And funny thing, I went over there and signed up and applied to be verified, and voila, I got verified over there. I got a nice little blue check mark right next to my name. But that doesn't really mean anything. They just kind of verified that I'm me from my YouTube channel. So they gave me whatever, you get something, I forget. You can sign up for monetization. You can get tips over there. That's the big thing. Like, if you like somebody, you just throw them like 10 cents or whatever. I guess. I don't know. I never got a tip, so. Supposed to give some kind of tip. I don't know. I'll throw $100 there. That sounds like a better tip. But I don't see a lot of people throwing around $100. Then again, you see those Twitch videos and stuff where like some chick playing a game, and then all of a sudden some dude like in Dubai gives her like $10,000 just for playing. That's pretty crazy. Where am I in the U.S. I'm in eastern North Carolina. North Kakalaki. Where it was nice outside. It was like 80, 85 yesterday, and then today it was 60 all day. I woke up, let the dog out, opened up the back door all the way, and left it wide open. It was like 60 all day, and I didn't know I was like cooling down the house, and then all of a sudden it was pretty darn cold in here. That's when I realized, oh right, it's not 80. Pity. Man. Loyal little doggy. Never seen a dog more loyal than a pit bull. What are you doing over there? My yeah, that would be awesome, man. Just all of a sudden one day just pops up, ching, 10 grand. But yeah, my old dog, my white dog, that thing, not so loyal. She wouldn't care about me at all. The only thing she cared about was food. And she would like knock over my garbage and everything, and got to the point where I'm like, all right, I don't know what's up with the white dog and the pit bull. They're both like teaming up on me and like going through the garbage and everything. And then the white one wasn't around anymore, and the garbage has never been knocked over since. Left food on the counter and it didn't get eaten. It's kind of nice. The hallway doesn't smell like pee. Not saying I'm not missing that dog. I'm just saying that a hallway that doesn't smell like pee is pretty cool. Pretty underrated if you ask me. Need to find a hunk of land, Paul says. Heck yeah. That's what I keep telling my buddy that lives up around Pittsburgh. And well, where he wants to live is perfect. You could get acres, and that's what I keep telling him, like, go for the acreage, like see if you can get 40, 50 acres, you know, like maybe at the far end you could put a small trailer park or something, you know, whatever, I don't know. Or just build a house and not sublet, but make that small amount of property, whatever amount of yard you want to give it, and build a house there and then sell that off and pay off part of your land. But I keep hammering that into him, but maybe someday he'll do that. I know he's looking for a house, but his main thing is like 2-car garage or something. Keep trying to remind him you can always build a 2-car garage. Not that big of a deal. He's a do-it-yourself guy. Just watch a few YouTube videos. Kind of like that story I just heard about with apparently some guy was and his wife, they were really tired after dinner, and the guy like passed out on the couch, or the mom passed out on the couch, the dad passed out in the bed or whatever, and the 2 kids, 8 and 4, were still hungry after dinner, so they decided to take dad's work truck. And apparently, according to everybody that watched it, they said that they drove perfectly, stopped, obeyed all the traffic laws, stopped at every red light. It was like 4 red lights, crossing train tracks. Um, and then the people at McDonald's, where they went to get their food, thought they were getting pranked and just didn't feel the need to call the cops or anything. But other people saw it and they called. Show the picture of my tiny fire. I can do that. how long the delay is, but it's showing right now. And it is awesome that my hallway doesn't smell like pee. You have no idea. I have a carpet cleaner and I had to use it like every other day. It was horrible. Got to the point where I'm just like, just use straight water. I just need to get the pee out of the carpet. But although I do still have a bunch of that carpet cleaner solution. What are you doing over here? Take a drink of this Coke. What you doing, Big Neck? Oh, cutie. She likes to sleep with her ear up like this, like a little radar dome, scanning the area, looking for any kind of intruder or whatever, anything that she can bark at. She loves to bark at things. Usually in the summertime, I have to close the back door when I do aquaponic updates because you can still hear her barking inside the house, but in the greenhouse when I turn the fan off. So that's why a bunch of those videos had the fan on, because she wouldn't stop barking. And I was like, heck with it, we'll just make it loud in here. Oh man, that's hilarious, Paul. That would have been a great YouTube video. He had roommates with cats, and they were always getting into the garbage, so he blew up a balloon and put that in a garbage can. So when the cat snuck in there, stuck their claws into the can, hear the balloon pop. Man, that would be great. Man, that would be a viral video on YouTube. Everybody loves cat videos, especially when they're trying to attack something and then get scared. That's my favorite moment of cats. I just saw a picture, it was on my Twitter feed from like History Lovers or whatever. And it was some cat, when the heck was it? Like 1930s, 1920s, something like that. It was a black and white picture of a cat attacking its reflection in a mirror with the claws out and everything. It was pretty funny. Yeah, if my phone would do live, I could be outside at a fire. I could have made a fire today and just done it out there. Oh, Bubba, what you doing? This spoiled little thing. You're breathing on the microphone? Her head's pretty close. She's a loud breather. She's not a mouth breather, but as you can see, her mouth's shut. It's all nasal. She snores like crazy, too. Don't ya? Can you snore? Alright, got enough room? Should I move over? Oh, got 4 people. I might see this in the after. I guess it gets released on YouTube anyway. But for anybody that's a new YouTube person or an old one or whatever, I found it at like I think 100 subscribers is when I found out about this game, and it was from YouTube itself. They told me like you've got 100 subscribers, like imagine how many places in your town. I can't remember if they said that or they said something to the effect of how many places in your town could you fit 100 people, like you and 100 people. that. Man, that's a really interesting question. So I've been playing that game since 100 subscribers, and now I'm up to like 900 and I don't know. I did a live stream yesterday. I dropped like 3 subscribers immediately. So apparently some people don't like the live streams, but 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 all the way till now, like I forget 900 and something subscribers. Like I don't have very many places in my town that I can go with all like if all my subscribers showed up at one time. Like that would be very hard to fit all of those people in my town. Like we're down to beaches and like this one park down the road. We had a live outdoor theater that I was using for a while in my head, and I surpassed that a while ago. So it's pretty much down to like parks. I don't think there's any like indoor area unless you count like a hotel, because we do have a few hotels that would be big that you could probably fit everybody in there, like 2 per room kind of thing. But I'm thinking more of like ballroom or something like that, not just they could fit. So it could fit in a parking lot, I guess, with 50 parking spots if you had 2 people per car. No, that's 100 people. Never mind. That would do. How could that be? Like 450, 470 people, or 470 cars? No, I don't know where 470 cars could fit around here. What other vegetables am I going to grow this season? I don't know. Anything I have seeds for, I'm going to go ahead and throw it in. Beans, peas, limas, bushing beans, vining beans, like all that stuff. I forgot all about them for some reason. Found seeds and threw a bunch of them in the aquaponics. And I haven't been out there in a day or two, so hopefully something else is growing up there. But there's broccoli growing. I hope. Oh man, it was cold today. I should have taken advantage of that and went out to the dirt garden and dug up a bunch of strawberries and planted them into the aquaponics. I want to have a ton of those going. What? Indigo rose tomatoes are starting up. A bunch of Malabar spinach is up. I don't think any of the cherry tomatoes that I grew and intentionally let the cherry tomato fall into the garden bed, I don't think any of those came up yet. What are you doing, dog? Spoiled. But anything I can find seeds for in my seed drawer, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them in the aquaponics, see what happens. So worst case scenario, they break down and become worm food. Best case scenario, they pop up. What's up, little dog? She always sleeps in the most awkward way. If I did that, my neck would not be right for like a week. It's like almost completely backwards here. Very weird. You want me to show you a picture, Dave? Why can't I make it? Okay. It's backwards. Nice stir fry, man. That's awesome. Thanks for hanging out, Paul. Oh, I see it, Dave. You want me to show it? What you doing? I love the one of my notes here was the questions that people that don't YouTube ask you when they find out that you do. There's so many good questions. That's the only thing I wrote down. I didn't write down any of the questions, but they always have all kind of weird expectations about, like, what's it like when your video goes viral? I don't know. Figure that out when it happens. But then you realize they only know about YouTube for like their local, or not local, their like favorite band, that music video they like, or some cat video, or something like that. They always expect you to say I make cat videos whenever you say you do YouTube. I should just tell them I do. Yeah, man, I make cat videos, man. It's great. Here's Dave. It wants to flip if I hold the phone all the way up. Dave says hi. If you don't know Dave, go follow Dave. Grown at home in West Virginia. It's still staying up. It's weird. Wouldn't do that the whole time. I was trying to look at it that way. Made me hold it sideways. What? And eye boogers. Alright, go back to sleep. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along, you looky loo. There you go. Why do you sleep like that? My neck would be so bad. You have a great night too, Poe. This giant neck. This thing's huge. Alrighty, what else do I have over here? Right. I wrote down favorite movie, but my favorite movie is my favorite comedy movie would be The Jerk with Steve Martin. Definitely. Then after that would be Windy City Heat, which is free on YouTube if you want to watch that movie. One of the greatest movies of all time. Everything, every single thing that's just messing with a dude, and every single thing in the entire movie is just a joke upon a joke upon a joke. Everything's a callback. It's hilarious. I also have down here a note of me getting mad at my buddy for not wishing my dog a happy birthday. He refused to wish the dog a happy birthday because his argument was the dog wouldn't understand it. And I was just trying to do the, come on, man, it's a dog. You gotta love it attitude. Pretty much just to annoy him. But he wouldn't fold on that one, man. He refused to wish my dog a happy birthday. He's on speakerphone and everything, still wouldn't do it. Speaking of, or wait, how many days are in this month? I could be wrong. It's only 30 days in this month, right? Yep. Yeah, so that means this dog, her birthday is in 9 days. Oh, someone's getting old. Oh, man. What are you doing? Goofy dog. I think I went over everything already. Yeah, I love The Jerk. That's one of the greatest movies. It's like a window into, like, what was that, 1977, I believe, or 78. I don't believe it was 79, but yeah, that was a great movie. I could quote that movie all day long, and not the normal quotes that everybody says. I've got all kind of quotes from that movie. How far are you going? St. Louis. How far are you going? To the end of this fence? Okay. My name's Nathan Johnson. Here we are. What? What? What's going on over here? Pushing against the couch. Stuff's happening. What you doing? This is her couch. Normally she's on this couch by herself so she can just spread out as much as she wants. Now she's confined to one cushion. Yeah, because I'm mean. Stop. Stop. Don't lick your junk online. Wait till I turn off the camera. Then you can do it. Don't you know the rules of the internet? Don't do that on camera. Have I taught you nothing? Dave was going to put some more plants in the ground tomorrow. That would be fun. I should, but I don't know why. I've been procrastinating for quite a while. It's just they took so long to come up in the first place that now it's... I don't want to take them out of the grow room. They've got like 100% light like all the time, and if I move them outside they're probably going to go down to like 60% light just because of all the trees around here. But hey, the wind's been blowing and it's knocking down a bunch of the trees around here, so keep every year we get more and more light into the yard, that is. Where are you going to put the plants in the ground? You're going to put them in at the church? Or you're going to put them in at your house? I had to look sometimes. It's really funny because sometimes whenever she's sleeping, she just sticks her tongue out just a little tiny bit. You just see like a little tiny bit of her tongue sticking out. It's hilarious. Sweet. I didn't get any lemon drops to pop up this year, or ahi pineapples to pop up this year. There's a bunch of stuff I tried that didn't come up this year. I swear I could put down about 1,000 seeds or something like that and see what I've got growing. It's not that many. But yeah, that lemon drop was the one I totally screwed up on last year. I should have brought that one that I had into the house and grew it indoors over the winter. And I didn't have anywhere to do it and just didn't do it, and now it's dead. I think I still have ahi pineapple seeds. I know I just sent a bunch of them up north to Canada, up to Brother Troll. But I don't think I have any more lemon drop seeds. I might have to figure out what cell I was growing those seeds in and dump the contents of that cell into something else and try to regrow that cell of soil. Maybe those seeds are still fine in there, maybe, and just didn't pop up. I don't know. Gave them quite a long time to grow. They didn't do what they wanted to do, so. Alright, well, been going, it says it's been going for an hour and 15 minutes, but I think that was the entire time. But yeah, appeared to work halfway decent, so right, sweet. Yeah, nice and close, that way you can keep your eye on them, especially with the frost date in the middle of May. That sucks. I forget what ours is. I think we're past it. I think it was middle of April. Yeah, I think so. But we're definitely, I think we're past it anyway. But yeah, because yeah, middle of May. Yeah, middle of May. Yeah, I think we're middle of April. Yeah, I got got to get the church plot tilled up, man. I gotta do all kind of stuff in that greenhouse. It looks like a mess in there. Still a bunch of stuff from last year. Kind of wish it was dirt garden because that would be so much easier to just grab everything and till it and stuff. But I have little cup size little things of dried up dirt and root that are like all over my yard because I like aim for the swamp and they like don't make it there, and like 8 of them like still right in my grass that are like, I need to go over and just kind of toss them into the swamp, um, or the compost pile. Been trying to have a compost pile for a while, but that doesn't always work. But yeah, so sweet. I'm glad this worked a little bit. It seemed to work better anyway. I've seemed to be popping out, I guess, in 720 or something like that. So that's cool. So I guess thanks for hanging out with me and all that stuff. And yeah. Oh. Thumbs up for this cute little pit bull that just looks all cute. But yeah, well, I guess this will be a video, so I can just end it the way I end videos, right? Don't forget to do all that fun, happy social media stuff down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up, share, all that fun, happy social media stuff down below. Yeah, I think the ahis will do good in Canada too. Nah, Brother Troll knows what he's doing with the growing too, so he should be making some ahis hopefully soon. I did get them out pretty late.